Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Jewel. It's morning, well, kinda, but I'm still on my first cup of coffee. Just to wake my brain up a little bit. It gets me a little shaky. I get a little shaky from caffeine, but I can have a little shake or a little wakefulness of the brain. I'm going to come back later today and do part 7 of the video series I've been doing on the folio, but I thought I'd pop on just to do something a little different, a short project, because I was looking in my stash and I noticed that I was getting short on these little hang taggy things that I like to make, and sometimes I'll put fun stuff on them and eyelets in them, and I make them out of the scraps, and they just pop in little places in the journal. Sometimes I'll hang them off of a ball pen, and I do all sorts of stuff, and I make them in just an array of different ways, and I don't have many to choose from right now. This is all I have left. I usually like to have 50 or more in there, and these are kind of what's left, and they're not as fun as some of them I've done. So I just wanted to show you what I do to make these. I got the inspiration when I ordered this little Handmade with Love, and you can see these are a lot smaller. But I take my offcuts of both the file folders, and I'll make cut them down to various sizes. I'll probably cut these smaller. And I also have, so these are from actually mostly file folders, and here's some cardstock in here as well. Here's some coffee dyed papers that I actually have this little die punch, and that's more along this size. But I don't really have a stamp this size, so I pulled out these. Wanted to show you what we're gonna be doing together here, just to give you a couple of ideas and ways to also to use these little scrappy tabs. I pulled some different stamps out for the script part of the stamping. This one's a music, this is words, and this is in French. So that's some script stamping. I don't know if we'll use all these. I have some music here. I have this cute little dress form. Excuse me, my allergies are acting up. This is this stamp, the Handcrafted Boutique, so I pulled that out, and I've got a couple of my acrylic blocks, so I use that for these type stamps. Also, I pulled out a couple of these are the postal type stamps, and over here I've got, because I like these to usually lay flat, okay, so they're mostly just either a sentiment or a script or some, I did a little, this little punch in the bottom here of this one, and I made a little flag on that. You've all seen those, and most of them I rounded the corners, so we'll do that. I've got my corner rounder, I've got my hole punch, my crocodile, and then I pulled out these stickers that I had in my stash. Or you could use little pieces of ephemera. I just didn't pull my ephemera box out. So I have these, and here's some as well. And these are kind of like translucent. They're very, see, real thin. You almost can see through them, and that's why I like them. You can almost see your script stamping through them. So I pulled those out. I also have this script stamp, So I might use that. Then I have the sentiment stamps. So I kind of like to see this says just a note, and there's an array back here of sentiment stamps. So if I want to go that route, because like this one says count your blessings, and this one I use a lot, all things grow with love, because I do a lot of botanical and floral theme journals. So with that, none of these have been coffee dyed, except for these. So I just didn't have any offcuts right there of the heavier coffee weight, of the cardstock weight coffee paper. But I had, so we'll do some distressing. So we're gonna sit down, I'm gonna sit down here, and we'll start to just do a little fun stuff on here and see what we come up with. The first thing I usually do is some type of script stamping. Let me get my black ink pad. I'm going to use, I either use Memento, StazOn, or my archival ink for the stamping part. Here, let me have a sip of my cup of joe here. I don't even have room on my desk for my coffee and my water, because I'm doing that other project, you know, and I've kind of pushed it all aside so I could pop in here and do this one. So, okay, first things, are these the sizes we want? This I find to be a little bit too big. Let me see. And it's a little wide too, but we're not gonna use that one. I like this little scrap. So I think first thing I'll do is go ahead and round the corners. Use the small side of my punch. Okay, that didn't do good. Okay, I think I'll leave the bottom just like that, and we'll go ahead and do this cute little punch. So I'll see if I can get right in the middle of this. Oh, that's getting tough. I probably need to sharpen that. So that's cute. So there's one. And I usually do like an assembly line here. I'll do all of this first, you know, if I'm going to do a banner, usually if I do a banner, I measure it and, you know, mark it in the middle, or you can always eyeball it and come in like this and, you know, go from side to side. There, we got a little banner there. This is a little long, so I'm just going to chomp off the top of that one. And actually, let's do one more before we get into the stamping. And I think I'll just take one of these. Let me see. That's kind of cute. Kind of make that open up, but I'm going to save that one. Okay, I'm going to chop a little off the top of this one and come in and do all 4 corners with that middle size corner punch. So I've got a nice rounded. This is larger really than I like, but we'll use it because I have these, let's do one more. These are already rounded and ready for me to punch the little holes in. So I'll just set these over here. This one looks like it's crooked. Let's see what else we have. I like this longer, thinner one here. We'll just start with 4, and I'll watch the time because I want to just make this a quickie, because I wanted to go in and get my part 6 of my video series done. I want to thank all of my new subscribers. I'd like to do a 200 subscriber giveaway, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be ready on time because I think I have like around 193 or 94 right now. And that just came fast, and I started this channel about a month ago, and so I definitely will be doing some giveaways, and we'll see what happens this week if I can pop out something. I've got some things made. I've got some fun things made that I could definitely do a giveaway, because I really do appreciate all the support and love I've gotten in this short amount of time on my channel. So thank you to everybody for what you've, your kind comments, and for coming over and watching me share and try to share a little bit of my crafting knowledge and my past art knowledge. Okay, what to do? All right, we're going to do some script stamping. So I'm just going to leave this stamp right here, just like this. Make sure I'm in frame. We'll just start right here in this bottom part, ink it up. I don't know if I need to re-ink this black ink. We will find out in a moment, won't we? All right. All right, there's a little bit of script stamping there. I'm sure I have a little more left on here. Just don't want it on my fingers. There's a little bit there. I will just do a little bit more on this one. I got a little black on the back, but that's okay. And let's do, I like this French up here. Let me get a wet one and wipe up. I like to clean my stamp in between. But guys, let me show you something. I do have a good system from storing my stamps, but this is what happens. This is what happens when I don't keep up with it. They just kept getting plopped in here, and now I have to go and pull out my things and organize them, and I don't know, y'all. This is good times. That's cute. Maybe we'll use that one. So do you feel my pain? I just want to move on to the next project. I'm not great at putting things away, and then I end up with a, like, well, these are stuck, like a large mess in here, and it's like a whole weekend of cleanup. It's crazy. Let's do this French ephemera here, or French script rather. Oh, I've got it. Whoops, got the wrong. That's my iPad. I forgot to turn that off. And it's all the way over on the other side of the room, so I'm not going over there. I'm just going to put a little at the top here. Oh, geez. Maybe I do need to. Sorry, guys. Let me just silence this. Okay. Hopefully it'll be quiet. Got the dogs in here chewing bones, so that's good. So we've got a little script stamping here, a little there. I think I'm going to do, let's do one more of the French. Oh, I keep getting out of frame, don't I? Let me do this. Let's tilt it a little bit. Okay. And I like these numbers. Are these numbers? Those are kind of fun, but I think I'm going to use, I think I'm just going to use these. I don't have my large. I'll just lay it down and hope for the best. I don't have my large acrylic block out here, so I'll just do it like this. Just do a little there. That's cute. Get this one up here. And using up this ink. That's cute. Okay, now we'll go in. Let me move these aside. Let's go in and use, let me wipe this up. Use a little distress ink to darken the edges. Get a little color in there. Move that. You can add other colors too. I'm just pulling out, whoops, that one's got, pull out my other vintage photo. That one I actually ended up getting another color in on it because I got this brilliance in it from doing my last project. So I have to try to figure out what to do there because I didn't change my, I had the wrong ink pad. I think this one's the right one. Just wiped it off on my wet one. Okay, let's just go in and do some inking. Distress all the way around. And so I don't know if y'all are catching the video series that I started for the journal, but we're getting there. Today I'm ready to, okay, assembly line. This one's going to be next. Really didn't leave a lot of room for sentiments on these, did I? But that's all right. I'm going to be making some more. I have room on this one for a sentiment. Just don't want the script stamping to mess up with my, here, hold on. Yeah, I'll do the back. Because these usually are hanging freely in the journal somewhere. Sometimes on the edges of the pages, sometimes they're hanging off of pockets, sometimes if you've looked at any of my flip throughs, I mean, these are left over for, I made these over a year ago right there, because I made so many of them. Sometimes I put them on the edges of the pages on the lace. They get tucked in little pockets. They go in Happy Mail. Just fun things to do with your scraps. You don't have to put the little hole in them. You can use them as an embellishment on your page, or this one would be cute just as a small tuck spot for one of those teeny envelopes. Or you can script on both sides of the, but usually I want people, if they want to take it off and make a little note on there, they can. So it gives them a little journaling room. Okay. I like that coffee staining on that one side. Can't believe my nail polish, well, got a lot of black ink on it now. It's actually lasted 3 or 4 days. Shocking. I usually don't wear it because I'm in here so much, and it just, it gets a mess, you know, it just gets a mess. Which ones do we want to do a little sediment stamp on? I think this one right here. And I want my handcrafted boutique because I really like this one. And I only have a couple, and that's where my original inspiration came from. Where's my archival? There it is. Was that this one that just says handmade with love. I have a couple charms that say that, so. All right, and this will just go right down here. And I want to show you guys something. I got, if you use a lot of block stamps and stamps, I got this back when I was doing, I wanted a good clean stamp because I'll show you, I would do the Copic marker coloring. So, for instance, see these cute little girls? I've had these, I made cards with these images and they were all done with Copics and different methods and stuff like that. And I found if I wanted to get a good clean image that, I'm trying to find one that's finished so you can see what I mean. Let me see. Okay, I don't have any done. This is a stamp pad, and you get a nice clean image when you stamp on these stamp pads. So I don't, just a little nugget of information, because here I'm gonna walk over here to show you. Here's a, for instance, this is a for instance of a Copic where I did the Copic markers and some glossy accents and different things. But see, I had to have a clean stamp for that. And this isn't this cute. My dentist says I need a crown. Well, duh. And I used to make, you know, a lot of cards. So I did a lot of that kind of work. And that is where I ended up needing that so I could get that good, you know, I felt it worked better. But for stuff like this, like junk journaling and stuff, you really don't need that. Okay, now we're gonna punch a little hole out of here. And I'm not adding anything else on this, no sticker or anything. I will put a little brad in there when I'm ready. Let me get a little bit more. A little more here. A little brad in there. And sometimes I'll put a little flower embellishment. But these are ready to go. To put your bulb pins on, to put your eyelash trims, or whatever. So that's going in my stash over there. What do I want to do on here? Let's look for one of these cute stamps. This one's cute. I like that. Actually, I like that one right on here. Let's do this one. If I can. These are hard to peel up though. See, sometimes you can't get them off of the, yeah, there we go. See how thin they are? And let's do this just like this and wrap it around. And I'll come over and ink a little bit on there. That's kind of cute, isn't it? And then there's room for a little something down here. And you know what I might do? Let me just put this over that. Okay, now this is cute just like this, but I'm going to put a hole in it, and I'm going to call that one done till I put any little embellishing on it. Let's see, what do we want to do on here? If I would have done that script in brown, I could have done one of these in black on it. But I didn't. I did it in black, so look at this cute little pen. Like that. But I want to do something else with it that just doesn't seem like that'll just go just like that. Got a cute little pen there, and this little, oops, this little tiny, if I can get the little, yeah, the little booger off, right there. Put a hole in it. Call that good to go for something. Let me see if I can get this. No, that's just not gonna work. Let's find another sticker. I had some pieces of ephemera out here. Thin, you know, thin pieces that would work. I don't like any of those. These are kind of cute. This little chair is cute, isn't it? Let me see if I can get that off. That's kind of cute. See this little chair? This is all French themed. No, this is really sticking. Got it. Got it. Let me put it down here. I just think that's cute. What else? Well, we'll call that one done, and I'll come back and do something with that. Okay, so there's that one. Here's a postal type one here. So I might add a couple more of my postal stamps. Here's a stamp. It says Australia. What else? Do we have any more stamps? Let's try that. I do have some stamps, but I think they're pretty big. I just like these. I'm going to wrap that around, right around the back, just like that. And let's do this little deal there, and put a hole in it. A little crooked, but that's okay. That'll go over in that pile. We're working through them. I think I'll do a couple more with just the sediments. Let's put these aside, and I'll work on these after, because I want to do a couple with the sediments. See this one with the little wine bottle, that's kind of cute, isn't it? Let me see. Okay, I'm going to do some of this light. Do I want this light script? Where's that other one that had the music on it? Because I thought the music done in the Distress ink in the background. Oh, I keep reaching for my memento. Might be good, but I think we'll just go ahead and do just a little bit down here. And I'm just going to use the Distress ink. Which one do I want to use? Just a Note? Or, yeah, let's just do this one. This is a little bit too long. And let me round the corners. Do the medium. Okay, and we'll leave the bottom. I've got black on me. I wipe my hands. And I'm just going to do a little There we go. A little of the brown. There, see, that's lighter. Now I can go in and, do I want just this one? Count your blessings. I think we'll just do just a note. And I'll do that with the black archival. And then we'll come back and just distress around it. Just a note. Do that. There you go. Could have used a little bit more of that script stamping, but that's okay. This is still damp in the middle, so I don't want to smear that. I will go over it though when it gets a little drier with the Distress ink. This would be cute right on a page. You could round the corners and put that at the top of your page, you know. But that's not what we're making today. All right, put a hole in it. I think I'm going to use the bigger hole punch, and we'll use one of the bigger brads in that one because it's a larger stamp. Let me do a little distressing on the back. And we'll do one more and then call it a quick little, just a quick little fun project. Let's do one more. I like this form, but she's not sticking, so I need to take some alcohol over the back of that. I wonder if that would fit on there. Is such a big world, no, is such a big world it really should have more letters? I don't know. All things grow with them. I love this one. Once in a lifetime you meet someone who changes everything. I'm going to use that one because it might come in with some red afterwards because Valentine's Day is coming up. So I'm going to go ahead and do the corners. And I will do this cute little punch. Wait, will I have room for that? Yeah. I just didn't want to take, this is a long one. I wanted to have room. There we go. I need to run. Oh, no wonder. Look at all the pieces in here. I'll take my pokey tool and clean that out. I was wondering. I thought maybe I needed to, you know how to sharpen your punches, guys, with, you can do it with aluminum foil. Okay, we're going to do this. So we'll do, I will like music. What did I do with that other music? I had that other plastic. It's probably right here in front of me on the desk and I can't see it. So we'll put this on a block and we'll do this one. My bigger block. This one's a little bigger. Oh, am I in frame? Okay. Because music is romantic. I love to use music with Valentine's Day things, and so I'm gonna do a little music here. We'll just go right down, just like that. And let me wipe this and let that dry for a second. And use the black on this one. Try to get it in the middle somewhat. Get a good impression. There you go. Once in a lifetime you meet someone who changes everything. So let's go ahead and ink around this. And I'll probably use this in a Valentine's Day project or an anniversary project, and may come in with red. I like the brick. What's it called? Fire brick or fire brick? It's just the Distress ink. I like that color red by the Distress inks. Okay, a little bit more here. I like that. And we'll do a big hole. Okay, so I might do a few more of these off camera, but I've got to get in and finish that other part. So the ones we made today, see, these are a lot darker. I probably had coffee dyed. This looks like an index card here. Let me see. These are old ones. Made this one. We did that one. Whoops. We did this one. Of course, there's no eyelets in them. I store them without, and I put the eyelets in last. I can't find this stamp, and I loved it because of the edging, the sewing edging. Plus, I love the isn't that neat? The Mona Lisa. Okay, and we did we do this one? We did this one, Handcrafted Boutique. And did we do any of these little ones? Oh, we only did one. Oh, we did these, but we didn't finish them. So I will finish those later. I want to find small enough sediments. This would be cute. The best is yet to be right on here. That's the one I'll use for that. Okay, guys, that's it. That's all I have for you today. Well, for right now, till I'm back with the part 6 of the series. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.